Time now for the Peter Channel morning news on this Tuesday morning, February 7th, 2017. No! And good morning to you all on this lovely Tuesday morning, February 7th, 2017. The time is 5 a.m. on this Tuesday morning, February 7th, 2017, and we got a not temperature of 33 degrees. Today's Halloween 38. You're now the Peter Channel morning news at 5 a.m. on this early Tuesday morning, February 7th, 2017. Here, top story 5 a.m. is the 7 countries named in exact order as the same country previously defined by the administration as sources and terrorists. Trump's claimed that Obama is first identified the 7 countries in his travel ban. The Navy SEAL raided Yemen last week had a secret injection ahead of Al Qaeda Arabian Peninsula has survived now. Taunted President Donald Trump in an audio message. The White House released a Monday list of 78 terror attacks that the Trump administration claimed were not substantially covered by the nation's press. On January 30, 2017, Iran tested a new ballistic missile, seemingly long-range Kara Bashar, in response to the White House announced sanctions against 25 Iranian individuals and companies. President Trump appears to be laying the groundwork to preemptively shift blame for any future terror attack in the U.S. home from his administration to the federal judiciary as well as the media. Migrants Syria and 40s have killed many 13,000 people, possibly more, since the start of 2011. Our president, the president north of Damascus, known to the detainees as the slaughterhouse, but it's the international said Tuesday. The Israeli settlement on the West Bank has polls show the most Israeli support of two-state solution, but the leaders on the real ground headed in the opposite direction. Brussels, President Donald Trump committed and attended to the summit of now allied treaty organizational leaders in May. NATO said Monday in a meeting that the member countries sought after Mr. Trump's comments by the alliance. During his election campaign, President Donald Trump, President opposed 35% and 45% tariffs on Chinese imports of forest China. He had agreed to negotiate trade balance in the U.S. Authorities supporters say amid they are searching for a connection to the 3 deaths of the Pentagon. The L members now suspected of home invasion. Washington, the Senate is poised to confirm President Donald Trump's nominee for Education Secretary Rada, the nearest possible margin, with Vice President Mike Pence expected to break a 50-50 tie. John Barrels, with 83 years left, in a partnership with the United States government. Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg did not cover to return to civil course at the Civil University to talk it out to live. Detroit, James Baker and the body armor assembly on by a pistol strapped to his hip as he slung a short barrel rifle in the chest and pulled his box and game mask on her head as men walked to the police station, armed and armored. The U.S. House of Representatives approved the bill requiring law enforcement to obtain a warrant before searching email for more than 180 days old. Honda Motor Company plans to set up a joint venture of Hitachi Automotive Service Limited to develop, produce, and sell motor electric vehicles, citing an expected increase in demand for electric autos with tougher environmental standards. China Jet FX reserves fall more than expected 2.998 to a near 6-year low. IBM Chief Executive Officer Ginny Rometty got her biggest bonus at the head of the company last year after their shares rose 21% first gain in 4 years. Take a look at the stock down. Down 19.04 points at 20,052.42. SP 5 down 486 points at 292.56. And NASDAQ down 3.21 points at 5,663.55. The only corrected the data did a lot and then surprised the archival evidence from former top scientists and the National Oceanic Administration has stepped forward to expose the malfeasance being done on the key climate report. A simulated image of a lake-filled Mars Gale crater in HMS observations by the NASA Curiosity rover suggested that a Gale crater once hosted potentially a habitable lake and stream system for a long stretch of perhaps millions of years at a time. A Japanese cargo craft fell back to the surface on Sunday after development surprise on the International Space Station to attempted a novel space jet experiment. The Amazon radio force was successful over the 2,000 years ago by ancient people who built hundreds of large mysterious earthworks. Charleston, West Virginia is the State Department of Health resources to send at 8,000 doses of life-saving antidote. Now also the non-EMS first responder to this week, State Health Officer and Commissioner, Bureau of Public Health said. Research developed permanent foundations and a new bill concerning gel injection complete prevent pregnancy and found to work in the trial for both rabbits and monkeys thus increasing the possible male birth control. When Morgan Julo started gaining weight in his stomach, so the 57 basically but it was just fat. The doctors made account for reported. Take a look at New Insular's report. No, the Massachusetts 3 mile fire. 245 Fisher Road. First of all, 3 a.m. Crews working on the fire. Occupied single family dwelling fire. Vented the roof on. Arrival crews that assumed that defense posture third alarm. Separate manpower. Identify ATT. Peter Childers on 505 on this. To the ball and tied out for sports report last night. The Boston. The North Lancers ice hockey team. Blake, New Bedford Railers 12-0. Celtics wins of it out off. LeBron James hasn't been afraid to speak LeBron this season. He fired back at Charles Barkley after during the criticism for years, and he's criticized the Cavaliers front office while lobbying for additional effort. What's more, it's far too early which matchup we get in the Eastern Conference Finals. But after watching the Cleveland Cavaliers, watching the Wizards slugging out Eastern Monday, we know what we want. Tom Brady took 9-1 wall appeared with NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell collecting the hardware for the record for Super Bowl MVP reward. The Arizona Cardinals can finally put the season behind them with 50 with Super Bowl 51, 2016 and now the Gordon put Atlanta, Arizona after the high hopes and were predicted to play the Sunday Super Bowl. Peter Childers on 506 on this. To the morning, and it's time now for Traffic and Transit Report. Baby! Let Sammy empty when a Caleb Center Station be temporarily closed on Tuesday, February 7th at 9:30 a.m. until the conclusion of the Patriot celebration. And all commuter rail passengers should anticipate crowded and delays on Tuesday morning due to heavy ridership for the Patriots parade. And on the ferries they are, look again. Okay, take a look at highways and byways. Let's study out the New York City where Interstate 87 of the northbound side. It is back to Brad Yonkers Stretch, 278 eastbound side, Little Store Route, Long Expressway in Brooklyn. Interstate 78 eastbound side, Little Store in New Jersey headed towards Manhattan. 95 of the southbound side is back to right, Stafford, Connecticut. But otherwise, highways and byways in Massachusetts, Connecticut, and Rhode Island. Looking again at Interstate 88 westbound side is back to New York State Freeway in Schenectady. Interstate 89, southbound side, about 202 in Bow, all the way out to Route 93 out of Concord, New Hampshire. 95 of the northbound side, back with second stretch on the main turnback and then hit again after the Cumberland Spur. 295 of both ends back around Cumberland Spur and main express main turnback a little slow after 202 in Lewiston. Interstate 89, both ends back to the Stowe, all the way out to Burlington. Come on. Peter Childers time is now 5:08 on this Tuesday morning here. And it's time now for a weather report here. And take a look at radar, and it shows some snow showers stretching all the way from spotty snow showers from northeastern tip of Massachusetts around Newburyport and stretching up from New Hampshire up and down Maine and stretching all the way down to south of Montreal and down to upstate New York. And we'll see some sleet from northwest New York City and northern New Jersey and 17 New York and stretching up into Geneva, New York, and some rain showers outside Pennsylvania, stretching to Scranton, Pennsylvania, stretching to St. Mary's in Pennsylvania. And snow showers stretching through the Montreal area and up in western Quebec and the northeast of Ontario, and some snow showers in central portions of Nova Scotia. Okay, take a look at it. A winter weather will be in effect until 11 a.m. this morning. For locations, Central Rhode Island and the interior southeast Massachusetts has times freezing rain. Accumulation through accumulation less than an inch along with a trace of ice. A brief period of freezing rain may overspread the region between 6 and 9 a.m. This morning before precipitation change to all rain this afternoon, a brief period of freezing rain may result in icy roads for the second half of the morning rush hour. While any freeze-rated routes will be lighter short-lived, only takes a very small amount of freeze-rated result in hazardous travel. Winter weather advisory means that periods of snow, sleet, and freeze-rated cause travel difficulty. Be prepared for slippery roads, limited visibility. Use caution while driving, and there may be a low to moderate risk that winter weather advisories may be needed for a community store on Thursday. Okay, 7-day forecast that goes like this. For today, rate of freeze rate. Likely before 1 p.m. then rain, patch fog afternoon, either 38 degrees. Calm wind given the northeast wind 6 miles in the morning. Chance is 8%. New percent between the 10 coordinates possible for tonight. Rain likely made before 7 p.m. Otherwise, class guys with the temperature fall to 37 by 8 p.m. then rising to 2. 40 during the remainder of the night. Night available wind given the southwest wind 6 to 11 miles an hour. With it. Going to midnight. And after midnight, transpiration 6%. New percent less than 10 inches possible for Wednesday. Chance of showers maybe before 7 a.m. but patch fog before 8 a.m. Otherwise, mostly clouds about 56 degrees. Southwest about 7 to 13 miles because of the west of the afternoon. Transpiration 30%. Where that a slight chance of rain before 9 p.m. Then a slight chance of rain and snow between 9 p.m. and 11 p.m. Then snow likely after 11 p.m. Mostly clouds about 29 degrees. Snow forest about 5 to 7 miles an hour. Transpiration 6%. News 30 inches less than 1 inch possible for Thursday. Snow maybe before noon. 103 degrees. North for about 5 to 10 miles on gust side. 31 miles an hour. Transpiration 8%. Thursday, a slight chance of snow before 8 p.m. Podcast about 11 degrees. Transpiration 20%. Friday, most sides get about 24 degrees. Friday night, a chance of snow showers at 10 p.m. Mostly clouds about 60 degrees. And transpiration 40%. Saturday, chance of snow showers before 3 p.m. Then a chance of rain showers between 3 and 5 p.m. Then a chance of rain and snow showers after 5 p.m. Most of the clouds can have a very high degrees. And transpiration 40%. Saturday, a chance of snow, mostly clouds get about 28 degrees. Transpiration 30% for Sunday. Chance of rain and snow likely. Mostly clouds get about 41, about 33 degrees. Transpiration 55%. And for Monday, parts of get about 42 degrees. In Taunton, it's 34 and overcast. In Norton, it's 32 and overcast. In Mansfield, 34 and overcast. And that is going to be it for the Peter Channel. Morning news on this. To the morning, February 7th, 2017. I'm Good morning, good morning, to the know. You have a good day.